Okay, we'll mark this one A for abrasive. Um, so we have a new pope. He's American, United States American. That's crazy. Apparently, no one thought that was going to happen. Um, and I was thinking today I was working, which I shouldn't be working today. That's another story. Not because I wanted to, but because my responsibility said I should. Anyway, uh, it occurs to me that I said this a few weeks ago, and I've said it before. Why don't we make a call for the United States to come back to being Catholic again, or a Christian? We're a Christian nation. We started as a Christian nation. Almost everyone who was founding fathers were Christian of some sort or another, either a denomination or the Catholic Church that Jesus started. So my call was to that we would all unify, and that the Protestants who are welcome back could come back from the church that they're protesting, and come to the Catholic Church, the only church that Jesus started. All the other faiths were started by men. This was started by the God-man. The Catholic Church was started by the God-man. And that's the only church who factually, historically, can make that claim. Calvinists have Calvin, Lutherans have Luther, or whatever, however that works. Wesleyans, John Smith, all the different people who started denominations who said, I don't want to be Catholic, but I sort of like their ideas, but I don't want to do this and this and this. So my call was that we could be what if all of the Arab countries can be predominantly, for most of them, can be predominantly Islam, why can't we be Christian? And it would be a lot better for everyone living here if we were Christian. If we're run by a Muslim government, we're going to be repressed. If we're run by the atheists, they're going to say no religion. If you're run by socialists or leftists, that's contrary to religion. These are not compatible, because like communism, the government is God, and that's going to be a problem because we know that God is God. So yeah, anything that's not run with a Christian mindset, preferably the Catholic Christian mindset, is going to have less freedoms, is going to be less open. Yeah. So anyway, why can't we be Catholic again? Why can't we be Christians? And this may be a wake-up call for our country, that opening this conversation of having a pope who's actually American from the United States is might open the conversation. And like I said, I called a few months ago, or whatever, months, that why can't we be Christian? If all of the Arab countries can be Muslim run, why can't we be Christian? Is there people go, oh, you can't why not? They say you can't, but why not? The Arabs are allowed to do it. They're allowed to be let their religion run their country. And as I said, we'd be a lot better off running with the tenets of the Christian faith, of morals. I don't think anywhere in our faith is today at this point saying behead anyone or flog anyone. So, I mean, there's that right off the bat. If the government was run with the ideas of the Catholic faith, you could not worry about beheadings and floggings and all the rest. So there is that. That should be enough. Anyway, that's not even the abrasiveness that I wanted. But anyway, let's I call for the country to become Catholic, and I call for this to be an open dialogue to the United States to take a second look at the Catholic faith, which is the only faith that Jesus started. Jesus started one church on Peter the Rock, giving him the keys. So the church on the rock, that's in the Bible, giving him the keys. That's references of Isaiah to you Protestants who don't see why we recognize that Peter is a leader among leaders. Let's ask all the saints to pray for us. Let's ask the apostles to pray for us. Mother Mary, pray for us. Saint Ignatius of Laconi, pray for us.